Hello everyone, here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 on Hutan Pantai. Yeah. Things are going great, everyone. Things are going great. And in fact, I don't think we've got any harvesting done on this field since last episode. Yeah, should have noticed this on last episode, but apparently this tractor here has been over here just, flopping around like a dead fish here, accomplishing absolutely nothing. So, anyway, let's get back at it here again this episode. We got some more harvesting. We'll see if we get this mess sorted out here a minute. Come on now, tractor. Wait, he just does not want to flip over, does he? There we go. Okay. Let's see if we can unload the harvester here now. Speaking of unloading the harvester, what, that just mirrors that pipe location a little on the, strange. Huh. Okay, well, anyway, where are you going there, bud? Oh, my goodness, I'm telling you, folks. Okay, anyway, we'll leave them to that here. We are continuing on with the pea harvest here again this episode as well, but doesn't feel like we made a lot of progress, but, I mean, we are making progress here. It just takes a long time to harvest peas. I mean, it takes a long time, which I did expect that here when we started this. I knew this was going to take a while, but, like, oh, my goodness. For one thing, I did not realize how derpy the hired workers were going to be at. Like, I figured we could use hired workers to get some of this work done here, but derpy level here on the hired workers is, like plus 10 or something, because, wow. They are quite a derpy on this here, but we're making progress, Evan. We're making progress. We're getting there. We are, I'd like to say halfway, and we might actually be halfway. I know it maybe doesn't quite look it, but we actually might be halfway once you calculate the headland. Again, as a reminder, headlands, Evan, they add up to a lot, right? So, anyway, this episode continuing on with the rice harvest here. And speaking of the rice harvest, I just realized I was going to get the hired worker going, and I forgot, didn't I? Let's get the rice harvester up here going as well. Just going to throw this on a hired worker here. And we are going to probably work on some field work here ourselves this episode. Just kind of keep an eye on these workers, make sure they're continuing to do their thing. Actually working and all that good stuff. By the way, speaking of the rice harvest, by the way, you probably noticed with the red trailer up there, yes, I did have to remove the extension on that trailer there as well. That trailer also was too tall here. I thought maybe we could get away with it, everyone, but plus, I don't know, I don't think this thing goes up, does it? I didn't actually try that. Really? Come on, of course, they bugger off. Fine, open up. Let's change that setting here. What's under this one? That's right. Open mouse HUD deactivated. That should be the default setting, but alas, it's not. Now, it goes back and forth. It does not go up. Speaking of back and forth, by the way, I should probably fix that on that other harvester. I don't know why it's pointing backwards. That is that's maybe why we're having some troubles over there. Anyway, hire the work on this one. Get this field done here. Let's head back over here a minute. Are we good finally? Oh, actually, we might be good finally. Well, we'll get this thing right. Let's see if this problem self-sorts itself. I think it does, if I remember correctly. We'll come back. I'll try to remember to come back to that here in a minute, and hopefully, like I said, we'll get that problem sorted. Anyway, also working on. Oh, you know what? You probably ran out of fertilizer, didn't you? Because I left that on. We are buying it. We're just going to turn that back. Oh, no, not that setting. Wrong one. This one. Nope, still not that one. Where is it? This one. There we go. I'll turn the right one on here eventually, Evan. Yeah, field stones. If you're maybe new to this game, Evan, do yourself a favor. Turn them off. Field stones. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. You know what? I probably actually need to put some product in here, don't I? Okay, fine. I'll go get some fertilizer. I was hoping this field would be done being fertilized here. I was going to start on that this episode, but how much did you get done there, bud? Oh, we need lime too. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, good to know. Lime and fertilizer on this field, eh? Sounds expensive. Oh, speaking of lime, any other fields need lime here? I haven't actually really checked that here yet. Turn off the rolling. We don't need that on. Looks like those fields are good. And we haven't really harvested much else for fields yet. So hard to say. Hard to say. while we're making our way over, let's go ahead and buy some fertilizer. I don't think I actually have any over here, so we'll just grab a couple totes here a minute. That should be about enough. We are starting to get a little low on the money here, everyone, but we are working on harvested rice, so we should have some money coming in here fairly soon once one of the trailers is full. We'll be unloading and selling the rice there, so should be okay. Keywords should be. Oh, got a lot of seeds sitting around here. That is from the seeders we unloaded and kept the seed from before we sold them here a few episodes back. Oh, look at that. There's the next piece of equipment we need to grab. Yes. We're going to be grabbing the John Deere 9RX there and heading over to the field that this Challenger was just on. I'm going to get that field all worked up and cultivated. Kind of going back to the tillage here a little bit, Evan. And unfortunately, one of the reasons we're going back to the tillage, Evan, I'm trying to clean up from the hail damage, which possibly does not work, from what I've been told. So from what I've been told, Evan, the only way to fix the hail damage is we have to plow our field, which I find that to be super annoying, Evan. Like, again, I don't mind having to plow the field, Evan. So, for example, field 8, 9, and 12 here, apparently you're going to have to plow the field after peas. Okay, that's fine. But because of this nonsense, and you can see it happen on this field here too, I'm like, apparently it wrecks that part of the field and then you can't use it. You got to plow it, I guess. I don't know. We're going to see what the cultivator does, Evan. I'm hoping the cultivator will clear it up, but if not, I don't know. I don't know, because, yeah. I don't know about you folks. I don't mind the hail. I don't mind the fact that it damages our crops. Perfectly acceptable, if you ask me. The fact that it damages our field, though, like, yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing. I mean, I got stuff, but nothing nice to say. So we'll just, shut up. Hopefully, maybe Giants will fix that at some point here. Amongst all the other things they apparently broke with a 1.5 patch, like, oh my goodness, Evan. Giants maybe just needs to consider reverting that 1.5 patch. I think they did far more damage than they did anything good here with the 1.5 patch. Like, oh my goodness, they just broke things left and right here. It is bad. Evan. Almost probably as bad as the Farming Simulator 22 release was. Like, for those who remember, when Farming Simulator 22 came out, when Farming Simulator 22 was bad. Like, it was like next levels of just awful, right? Like, it was barely playable. In fact, between all the crashing, sometimes it wasn't playable. Fortunately, after enough updates, they finally fixed it. And even more fortunate, like, Farming Simulator 25 really wasn't that way. Okay, let's get the steering assist going here as well. Yeah, I'm going to want more than one headland. That one headland stuff, that's not going to cut it. Wait a minute, go back here. Did I see what in the world? We're going to do like some sort of triangle? Yeah. I don't know about that one. I don't know. I think we're going to do that. Okay, I don't know if I like 0. I want 90. Can we do 90? Oh, that's not much better. Okay, what angle are we at here? There we go. Now we're talking about 40 here. I don't like the fact that it looks like it's still going to be disconnected. Why are we getting disconnected lines here? What is up with that? Let's see if that's actually what it does, Owen. Even if that is what it actually does, I think we could probably still use, like, we'll just go one line and stick the whole line all the way across the field. I mean, yeah. If what it's showing there is actually right, I mean, we're probably not going to follow that. We're going to go with what you see right here as far as what the harvester did. We're going to kind of probably go an angle, something like that. I don't know what angle that is, but whatever angle that is, that's probably what we're going to try to go with. So, okay, let's go check on the hired workers here again and make sure everything's good. Make sure everything's rolling. I think that's the harvester there, right? I One moment. I think we got to go check this one. This does not look right. Ah, yeah. Okay, still not right, is it? I've seen this happen before, but usually course play self-corrects itself. Apparently, it wasn't going to this time. We good over here? I think we're good. Maybe. Should just title this episode "Babysitting Hired Workers." I mean, that's probably pretty much what we're going to be doing. I want babysitting hired workers here. And I don't know what it is, but something with the update, I think has made these hired workers, like, so much worse. I'm like, so much worse. And, of course, if you read the update notes, patch 1.5 on, Giants claims to have improved the AI. Yeah, that improving AI, yeah. Definitely not. Okay, maybe it's just me, but wow, does this feel like a slow operation here? It's really not. If I'm like, we are going 7 miles an hour, so like 7 miles an hour for cultivating, I'm like, that's not that bad. I mean, that's a pretty decent speed. In fact, if anything, that's probably a little on the fast side for most of your cultivating operations, Evan. But okay, locked on steering. Where we go? Make sure we get that quarter nice and cleaned up there. Wow, that seat bumping around. That looks like a bit of a rough ride here. Probably, I don't know, maybe it's because of the straw, I wonder. Yeah, that's probably why it's causing that to do that. I guess Giants hasn't learned anything from the previous versions of the game, have they? When it comes to straw windrows. Amazing how bumpy those are, aren't they, Evan? Yeah. It's not how it is in real life, by the way. Well, unless, of course, you're going across them this way, Evan. Like if you're going across them at perpendicular to, you might get a little bit of that, Evan. But going across them like this, no. In fact, even going across perpendicular, most of the time, you probably won't notice them a whole lot. Apparently, Giants thinks their straw windrows are quite hard, I guess, or something. Oh, well, look at that. Steering assist is going to take us right around that corner and everything. Cool. Okay, hired worker check while we're on that there. Suspicious. Might have to go back and check that. Looks like we're going okay over there, and I think we're moving. Yeah, we're moving. Okay. Keep an eye on them. Got to keep an eye on them. Also, I think Giants needs to work on their visuals. Anyone else? Is that just me that has that problem? Like, it doesn't actually like properly update. Okay, we'll refrain from putting the tractor in the drink here. I was talking, actually, I think it was the last episode. We were actually talking about that. There's several fields on this map here where hired workers just have problems and bug out and do not work correctly. This is one of them. I've fished many, many pieces of equipment out of the drink. I don't think I've actually caught any of that on camera yet, but usually because it's like fertilizer spreaders and stuff like that. But yes, I've fished several pieces of equipment out of that. Yeah, you typically have to reset them when that happens, by the way, because once they go down in there, you know, water and whatnot, and then they're broken. So you gotta unfortunately reset. So yeah, you know, you don't have to reset the equipment, unfortunately. So like, if this tractor went in here with a cultivator, chisel plow, you won't have to reset the chisel plow, but you will have to reset the tractor because again, the tractor will be broken. Wow, steering assist is actually going to take us right around that steep corner as well, huh? I question why sometimes steering assist can get us around corners and other times it can't. I'm like, really? This one, it's going to take us around, but the one over here, it can't do. Like, it can do some of it, but not all of it. It's like, really? But this one, we're going to, like, wow. I guess it's just shallow enough. Shallow enough of a radius that can actually make it. You good over here, by the way? Hey, look at that. I actually can keep an eye on them from right here. I just happened to realize that, hey, we're right next to the field. I could just look over and, yeah, we're good. Speaking of good, by the way, are you actually, so if you notice, everyone, for some reason, the harvester just decided to pick a random spot here. If I get to the right screen, there we go. Oh, he actually is, like, working his way up the field, isn't he? For some reason, I think it was the last episode, all of a sudden he just decided, yeah, I'm going to go harvest over here now. What? I don't know. Hard work, I'm telling you. Be the death of me yet. I think what we're going to do, once I finish this head, then I might just see, cut across the field here, see what one of these lines is like here. Just see if it is like a split line for some reason. And if it is, I don't know why it would be. Like, why in the world? Like, the split doesn't even line up like where the field used to be. Because this is, obviously, I've combined field 6 and 7. And I don't remember exactly where the split was. I don't know if there's even a way to tell anymore. But 6, it probably split over here somewhere in this angle. So I went straight across here. 6 was a relatively small field. I don't think it actually went this far. Like, it stopped over here somewhere, then went straight across, and then 7 here was kind of just a rectangular field. Obviously, missing a little bit right there. Speaking of what is that? Oh, that's the fertilizer. I was like, why is there a hired worker on this field? Never mind. We're good. We're good. He's just a fertilizer spreader. Doing what he's supposed to be. Hopefully. Yeah, so we'll finish this strip. We'll pick one of the crossed lines here just to see what it's going to be like. Anyway, while we're waiting to get to that, let's maybe see if we can load up some comments here a moment, see what you folks had to say here for last episode. A reminder again, always enjoy reading all your comments, so if you got something to say, throw it down below. Don't forget to, while you're at it, if you haven't clicked that subscribe button, don't forget to do that as well. Also very much appreciated. Okay, to the comments here. Starting off with Mike. Mike was saying, when you do the pea harvest, you'll need to lease the Brantner 24072 trailer with no extensions to get it to fit under the unload pipe on the harvester with a tractor that's not very tall. Yes, as you folks seen last episode, like I gave up on the tractors and trailers already. Went with the trucks. So the trucks actually seem to work pretty good for the most part, other than the issue where they like to drive in front of the harvester, which they actually haven't done here lately. So I don't know why they stopped doing that. Not complaining. I'm like, good, about time. Like, why were they doing that in the first place? I don't know, but... Okay, let's just grab, there's 2 lines here, isn't there? This line does not continue, does it? Huh. Yeah, okay. Interesting. I think we'd probably be better off starting from the other end of the field then. Okay, well, that's fine. Because it looks like the line from the other end of the field, like, almost makes it all the way over here. So I guess that screen wasn't lining when it showed us that. That is literally what it was going to do. It's going to do a little bit. I don't know why it's doing that. I have no idea. Obviously, even with the auto mode, it was going to be a little bit not quite like that. Can this fit under here? That is apparently no. Can we just kind of sneak on by? There we go. Thank you there, bud. Sorry about that. Won't happen again. This time. What this does with fertilizer, because we could potentially be getting 2 applications here in some of these areas. I wonder if we're overlapping. Turn off the lime so we can actually see. Yeah, so like right there, because I'm working on cultivating the field at the same time. We are, come on, really? Yeah, we are potentially getting some double fertilizer. It's not a problem. Just as long as the hired worker doesn't like, oh, I need to fertilize this again. I'm not sure how that works with that. I guess we'll find out, right? Once he's done to this field, by the way, we'll move him to the next field there. That field fertilized as well. I figured, Evan, since we're doing some cultivating on these fields, might as well fertilize it at the same time there as well, because then I can put the fertilizer down first, and then when we plant, I'm not sure what we'll plant on this field, we can put fertilizer down then as well, and we'll get both our applications of fertilizer. Ooh, speaking of which, Evan, speaking of which, I have heard there is a rumor that precision farming will be coming out here eventually. I don't have any other information on that here yet. I know we've talked about precision farming in the past here, and I think the last time we talked about it, it kind of sounded like we might not have a precision farm in here for Farming Simulator 25. But sounds like that has changed. Farming Simulator 25, the precision farming mod, is being, I guess, worked on, or yeah. I'm not sure how much longer. It sounded like it was coming fairly soon, Evelyn, so sounds like we might have precision farming here. Of course, once precision farming shows up, Evan, that kind of changes the game for everything, right? So yeah, I don't know about you folks. I'm kind of looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing once too if they've added any additions to precision farming. Or have they changed? Maybe added anything? Hopefully they maybe added some additional stuff to it. You know, again, as I've talked about before, I wouldn't mind seeing, you know, maybe different types of fertilizer. Maybe multiple applications throughout the year. Some of you folks probably won't like that feature there. Like, you know, maybe you got to put fertilizer down before planting, and then you got to put fertilizer down after planting type of thing, maybe. Just some things I wouldn't mind seeing. I do know some of you folks do like the ability that with precision farming, you can put all your fertilizer down in one application. So if you have a planter that puts fertilizer down, I mean, like, literally, you can just put the fertilizer down with your planter, and you're done. It's usually not quite that easy in real life, Evan, so that's kind of one of the things why I say, well, I wouldn't mind seeing if they have, like, maybe you got to put fertilizer down before planting and then after planting type of setup or something like that, right? Which is typically how it is in real life. Evan. And it depends on the farmer, right? Some farmers, they put some fertilizer down before planting, and they'll put maybe some fertilizer down at the time of planting. And then typically while the crops are growing, they will put down more fertilizers. So, oh, I forgot. I was going to go try one of the lines, wasn't I? Yeah, might as well finish the headland now at this point. Just got to finish this one to the other side of the field there, and the headland passes will be done. Oh, and back to the comments here real quick. Mike was saying the 24070. I was curious, what trailer is that? The 24072 trailer, huh? Oh, that one right there, I bet. Okay, the 240732. So according to Mike there, he says that is a good trailer to use with the pea harvester. Yeah, it's a nice short little trailer. I think it holds a decent amount too. What's the fill on that one? Oh, it does have extensions too, huh? But you probably can't run it with the extensions, can you? Yeah, I bet not. The extensions probably won't work. You probably got to run the shorter one, so then it's probably what, the 20, was it 22,000? Yeah, the 22,000. Hey, more than the little, was it 7,600, I think those little trailers hold? Ooh, another $12,000 leasing cost. Ooh. Yeah, it's adding up, Evan. Those leasing costs are adding up. 60,000 plus another 24,000 here. We're up to $84,000 on leasing cost, that one. $84,000 to lease that harvester. We're nowhere. We're speaking nowhere done here. Yeah, you're not helping there, bud. I don't know why that keeps happening, but keep an eye on that. All right, looks like we're doing okay. You're still running yet. That's a good sign. Again, as I said before, the headland is where you typically have trouble on this field for some reason. Once we get past the headland, then course play and the hired workers, they usually do fine on this field. It's just the headlands that cause a lot of problems for some reason. And you can see, too, I don't know what's going on in them, but, like, it's not following the field properly. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know. Like, it hasn't updated the field properly. And it's not like we're that far off, I don't think, from what the field is originally. So I have no idea. Oh, you folks remember what I was talking about last episode, the size of the tractor and the trailer here? Yeah. Normally the harvester always dwarfs the tractor and trailer. Not in this case, that one. Yep, tractor and trailer, significantly bigger. And yes, like I mentioned earlier, I did have to take the extensions off here. This would not work. At the very least, I could probably hold all the rice we'll harvest on this farmyard here. Oh, speaking of which, are we getting anywhere close to being full over here yet? Wow, that's it? Huh. Seems like we would have gotten more rice than that. Like, is there something wrong with this field? No, we're fully fertilized. Yeah, no weeds. Shouldn't be any weeds. You don't get weeds with rice. Huh. I would have thought that would have been fuller than that by now. I went like, yeah. Huh. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I'll just go back to my cultivating, mind my own business over here. As I was talking in the last episode, nice quiet job, right? We were harvesting rice last episode, but even quieter. Chisel plowing. Go up and down the field. The only thing we got to worry about here is running into the fertilizer spreader and admiring whatever's going on back here that's not updating properly. It's funny, like, if I face this direction, even then it doesn't quite fully update properly sometimes, does it? But yeah, if I look this direction, then it's, like, really bad. Like, whoa. I don't know what's going on. If anyone, is your game doing that as well, or is that just my game? I probably should have asked that question a long time ago, but I'm just curious. Is everyone else's game doing that, or is that just mine? Because if it's just mine, I maybe need to look into, like, what the heck is wrong here to see if I can fix that, because yeah, it is kind of annoying, that one. Okay, we're going to go back up here, see if we can pick up on one of these longer lines. Again, I'm not going to use the little short ones, that one. If I can help it anyway. Oh, is this a long line? I don't know until I try it, I guess. Where'd my line go? There it is. Like, the lines just disappeared. Let's see, everybody good over here? Looks like it. Again, as a reminder, we are running 2 trucks over on this field here just to keep up with the harvester. Speaking of which, how many peas are we up to here at this point? 112,000. Wow, really not that much quantity-wise? 112,000? Oh, what are we? Yeah, I think we're probably half done with this field, that one, so we'll probably end up with like 200,000 peas by the time we're done. Just guessing somewhere in there. Field should be fully fertilized, not rolled or probably mulched at all. Yeah, I don't think there's any mulching on it, but anyway. Okay, looks like this is going to be our next line here. Our next line to the next side of the field here. Or the other side of the field. Oh, and speaking of lines, by the way, I just looked over at the time. I think it's time to find another line out of the episode here, because it is time to wrap it up. Yeah, that was probably a horrible ending. Oh, well. Anyway, so again, with that, if folks have any comments or questions, be sure to throw them down below. Always very much appreciated. And till next time.